happy holidays from the brewery Anheuser-Busch Brewery Lights in St. Louis, Missouri. Welcome to GmaGpaAdventures. Forgot to tell you that. Our adventure tonight is coming to the brewery to see the lights and hopefully to get a hot chocolate. So you would have got a free drink if you drank from there or there with your ticket. There's the Clydesdale horses that they're famous for. Here's the tunnel of lights.
616.
Ooh. This is pretty cool. Said it's gonna have over 1 million lights tonight. Beer garden. Whoa. There's some kids games. They have Connect 4. Water, chips, brisket, chili, pretzels, toasted ravioli, bratwurst with chips, pulled pork sandwich. Ooh, but I still don't see hot chocolate. Oh, look at the truck. That's cool. Get a picture of that truck, Stan. Oh, you can get your picture with it. Look over here. It's like a photo stop. Oh, look at the big giant nutcrackers. I would say he's, I would say, well, he's on a drum, but I would say he's at least 9 foot tall. And then over here is their Anheuser-Busch store. Oh, there's another nutcracker. He's blue and white. Pretty cool. Oh, look at this train over here. It's another nutcracker. And there's another one over there. And there's a train. I don't know if the kids are allowed to climb in it. I guess you can't get in it. Well, maybe they can if they go right there. They're probably allowed to stand in it if they're tall enough. So it's like a train, like a engine. And then there's a car on it with like a tree on the back. So I guess we go out this way. It's another bar in here where you can sit and watch football. There's a giant TV over there. Ooh, I smell like a fire pit. Oh, they were having the s'mores kits, weren't they? They have a singing Christmas tree right here. This is the horses with the Anheuser-Busch with the Clydesdales. Wow, that's a lot of lights. That's pretty cool.
In the meadow we can build a snowman with the pen of his Parson Proud.
I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's red, white, and blue trees that are lit up. Clydesdale entrance. Photo opportunity. Yay! We're gonna see if we can get a picture with a horse. So now we're going into, what would you call this? The stables? Okay. The journey begins, the place they call home. Oh, it started in 1933 when the Clydesdales were introduced. At the end of Prohibition, August Busch Sr. sent a hitch to deliver the first case of post-Prohibition Budweiser to the White House. The Budweiser Clydesdales have been part of the American landscape ever since. And there they are at the stadium when they come in with the first day of the Cardinals. They still do that every opening day of every year. And they have some really pretty trees in here. There you can get a picture with the horse, picture with the wagon, picture with the trees. Wow, look at the size of that horse. Oh, there's one of the stables. Aw, she's in there sweeping up his straw, probably cleaning out the poo. Aw, he's wanting petted, just like our kitty cats. Aw, aw, and she give him a kiss. Aw, his name's Lloyd.
We can head on up, guys. Have fun.
Hey, guys. sure to stay behind the chain, and you look right at me. Make sure you come right here.
And what's his name?
This is Kevin.
Kevin. Aww. Do you always braid him up like that, or only for Chris? Yeah. Aww. Sure. Okay, what was that like, guys, petting him?
Oh, that was great. That was a lot of fun.
And now the lights on the trees instead of red, white, blue are red, green, yellow. I like the old truck. Wow, it's huge. That must be like a food truck. Oh look, there's another photo op. It says, "Kiss me." And it was only $12 to come in here. That was the admission, was $12. Oh wow, look at these domes over here. There's a lot of lights in here. Ask in that food truck, Stan, is there any hot chocolate there? Because there's big thermoses. Maybe it's coffee. Ah, you do have it. We want 3 of them then. And they're only $3? That's a deal.
Down this side street, there's some things for the kids to do. Some fun activities. So there's a ride for the kids. That looks like fun. I wouldn't try to drink hot chocolate on that though. Looks like a floor where you can step on it and it changes colors everywhere you step. That's cool. And they're doing Munchkin radio shows. Dance party.
This next one is a little frog squishy.
This is the Bear Affair ride. Gonna ride the bears. And back here's the Winter Wonderland Express. And it's a little train ride that goes around. Here it comes. That's great. So this is a family event. Things to do for every age. Here's a picture spot. You can stand behind it and look like you're in a toboggan. All this blue is really pretty. And they have Dippity Donuts there. So they have a few food vendors here. Kettle corn and funnel cakes there. There's bathrooms there. Much better than porta potties. And this is Travelin' Tom's Coffee. So something else to warm you up. And that is the VIP fire pit fun area. You have to reserve those fire pits. Those are an extra cost. And I think those sometimes are pretty popular. Here's another food truck. And that is tacos. These trees down here are amazing. And there's somebody with a tuba. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll get to hear him play that. A tuba and a trombone. And over here are some wood carvings. Got some pretty amazing stuff. And these are for sale. That's $595. Very cool. And he's working on a Sasquatch right now. I might need a price on that. And they also have some smaller things, some ornaments. These are all ornaments about the brewery, Brewery Lights, and Anheuser-Busch. And this is an old schoolhouse that's on property. And we can go through that, so we're gonna go take a look. See what that's about. And get warmed up a little bit. It's a cold night. The old Lyon Schoolhouse self-guided tour. A lot of history here. See history of the old brewery. When it got started. And there are some huge steins in there. Wow. So the schoolhouse is like a museum about the Anheuser-Busch company. They've got the music going down there, playing some live music. And we're walking back the way we came. See what we missed and go through the gift shop and do a little more exploring before we leave. But it is pretty cold out here. Might have cut down on the crowds. It's not super busy. This is a Sunday night. Maybe it's 30 degrees right now, I'm not sure. But worth it. So we're going on a mini tour of the brewery and the process. This is cool. Yes. Yeah, feels good.
So this is the brew house, built in 1891. As I mentioned, we do have 3 buildings on the property that are on the registry of National Landmark Buildings. They're considered landmark buildings. They're on that registry of landmark buildings. First one was the stables, built in 1885. That was built actually at the request of Adolphus Busch because he wanted a private carriage house. He paid $35,000 to have that built in 1885. This is the second one, built in 1891, just 6 years after that, and it has become really the heart of the brewery. Step 2, 3, and 4 of the 7-step brewing process takes place on this floor, and we'll talk about that. After we're done with the grain, we've been using it to sell to farmers so they can feed their livestock. That started in the early 1900s, and we're still doing it to this day. So, that's before the alcohol is in the grain, so there's no happy cows. You know? But at any rate, we do work very hard to get everything that we're using for packaging and also the brewing operations to where we can either reuse it or recycle it in some way, shape, or form. Excellent question about the spent grain. What do you do with it? Well, in this case, we sell it to farmers.
Oh, that's cute. It's a Christmas Clydesdale sweatshirt. Oh, there's the eagle. There's the eagle for sale and the Dalmatian.
Rides on the truck.
Let's see what all they have. Lots of shirts. Lots of cups. Oh, a holiday light sets. Oh, they even sell beer in here.
Surprise.
I know. What is this? An actual... Oh, it's an ornament.
We had a good time at the Brewery Lights at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery in St. Louis. It was a lot of fun. The lights were amazing. The hot chocolate was amazing. The Christmas music was wonderful to hear as we walked around, and we would highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.